We are down on the farm in Palo Alto, California, home to the Stanford Cardinal, where legends like Elway, Luck, Sherman, and McCaffrey first built their legacies. Let's see what the Cardinal today can provide. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into the snake pit of an environment, just trying to get out alive. This will be fun, as we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 12th ranked team, the Stanford Cardinal. EA Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Longhorns will kick this deep to get us going. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
They look to throw it here on second down. Checks this down to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
First down and 10. Try to catch the defense with the draw. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. He's looking deep here. Catch made way down at the 25. An explosive play. They finally grab him, but the ball moves inside the 25.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or the possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you could see the versatility and what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Stanford has moved into the red zone. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Ortega. And they finally tackle him down at the 1. Big gain in the pitch and catch.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the...
And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford.
This is why this offense is one of the more dangerous offenses in the country. The quarterback and his legs. It's one thing to try to stop him throwing the football, but you better keep eyes on him because you can see not only can he get out into the open, he has got serious speed to take it to the house.
And the point after is right down the middle. kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And he finally steps out, but not before an excellent return to set up the offense. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover. Touchdown, Cardinal on the scoop and score.
Oh, it's your worst nightmare if you're a quarterback. They bring the blitz. He doesn't recognize it. Ball goes on the ground. Defense does a great job of picking this thing up. That's exactly what they hope for. Catch the quarterback off guard. It works out, and it gets him a touchdown.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Coverage team brings down the returner. The Longhorns offense takes the field. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
And this crowd coming to life here trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Catch hauled in here over the middle. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Longhorns begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Penalty makes it 1st and long. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Catch made on the right side. And we're able to get him down.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Oh, it's incomplete. A rare drop from an excellent wide receiver. Brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Here's a target, and it's complete. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. The Longhorns will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. And it's complete downfield. That's a solid gain to move the sticks as the first quarter clock winds down.
That's the end of the first quarter. Stanford 14, Texas 0.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Ball handed off. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns. Kurt, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Now they get set to kick it away.
Stanford 14, Texas 7.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Stanford offense is back out there on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. He hands it off from the gun. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Grab near the sticks. It's Evanson. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Breaks loose at the 40. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain getting closer to midfield.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First down, looking to throw the football. Makes the grab. It's Evanson. Breaks loose at the 40. Big play. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 35.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. But the fourth quarter really starts to wear you out.
There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Stanford. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kurt.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker room.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Texas.
Guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And Chris, I think back all the years of Texas football, going way back. They've had some good receivers. Roy Williams comes to mind, Devin Duvernay more recently in the slot. But, man, they really need to start a new legacy. And maybe plays like this can get them going in a new direction.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. And now the handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, the pass is picked off.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket. Nowhere to go. That ball knocked loose. That ball winds up out of bounds. They'll lose a couple on the play, but keep possession.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Quick completion to the tight end. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Oh, that one's picked off. It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, but this defense steps up, makes a big play.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
Play action here on first down. Throws to the tight end. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good, but down by a touchdown, 21-14. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
21, Texas, 14.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Stanford offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. From the shotgun, handoff inside. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Extending the play now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
That's caught. It's Evanson. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Catch is made way down inside the 30.
Well, this is what you would call a 3-down back. Running backs, they can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here, they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
It's a run. Running back's got it. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Second down and goal. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. And he stopped at the 18. Returner tried to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Lets it go quickly. He's got his man open downfield. That'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And they're finally able to stop him. A huge gain and a touchdown-saving tackle as time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Stanford will kick it off to get the second half going. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. Turtle brought down. Sets up the next drive. The Longhorns offense takes the field. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Longhorns. A strong fight back. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Texas, 21.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Stanford offense back out there on the field now. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Now, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Bringing pressure. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
I'll say this. This defense went in at halftime, made some adjustments, and they look like a different group here in these first few plays.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They finally get him, but he found a nice lane in that return, and that means good starting field position for this drive. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? On first down, it's play action. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
Now the try here for the extra point. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Cardinal offense is back out there on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking for the wide out. He's got it for a big gain. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
That's textbook execution by the receiver on the corner route for the first down. And a good find by the quarterback.
You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. Looking to throw it deep. He's got it inside the 10. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. The Stanford offense lines up on 1st and goal now.
That's one way to be able to move the football up the field in a hurry. These are the types of plays that can really galvanize an offense.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
So from the 9-yard line, it's 2nd and goal. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Nice job by this defense on that 2nd down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they've got him in the backfield. It's a 4-yard loss.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball does a good job of bringing him down short of the first down.
And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And they heave it deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Chris, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And you think back over the years with Texas going back decades, I always think about running backs and, of course, quarterbacks, but there have been some receivers, Roy Williams and Devin Duvernay.
And he lobs it deep down the middle. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Man, if I'm this offense, Chris, I stay aggressive. I know they didn't connect there, but keep testing this defense. Keep challenging them, because if you do connect on that one, it could be a game-breaking play.
Incompletion makes it second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He'll throw it now. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
That was an impressive effort here by the safety to use his speed and effort to get to that football and where it was headed. Secondary coaches got to be proud.
And the Stanford offense is back out there on the field. They'll run it here. He shreds the tackle. The freshman brought down after a nice run.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Stanford now operating in the red zone. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Oh, and he fumbles. Runner falls on the... The turnover. That could have been disaster.
Wow, that's just...
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Getting set. Here's second down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
He's moving out of the pocket now. And he's taken down behind the line. He's going to lose a yard or 2.
A loss of 1 yard on the play. Now, fourth down.
The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. After making his first attempt, this one is from 38 yards out.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Stanford 31, Texas 28.
So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And it's good.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Makes the catch downfield. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Touchdown, Longhorns. No chance to catch him.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they get set now to try the PAT. Crucial PAT is good. They're in front by 1 here in the 4th. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Texas 35, Stanford 34.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Back out on the field. They settled for 3 last time. Let's see what they can come up with this drive. First play of the drive, they look to the right. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Oh, it's snapped to the back. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
The RPO gives the quarterback so many options, and it puts a lot on the defense. If you overcommit one way, the quarterback's going to make you pay for it. Here, the defense sat back, made it easy. Hand the ball off, let that running back get some good yards.
Stanford getting set with a 1st and 10 now. The shotgun running play call. Powers through a tackle. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean that they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He hands it to the back. Finding space at the 20. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
But really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's 1st and goal for the offense.
1st and goal, a chance to claim the lead here in the final quarter. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. Touchdown, Stanford. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Oh, what an unbelievable job by this offense, Chris. They put themselves in a position to put a touchdown on the board. They take the lead. And now we'll see if their own defense can hold on to that lead in these last couple minutes of the game.
They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Longhorns offense takes the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. No connection there. The pass is incomplete. Second down play coming up. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Receiver makes the grab.
You know, it's a nice completion, but it's kind of another short game. The defense is keeping everything in front. I think the offensive coordinator's got to find a way to take some vertical shots to get some chunk plays.
They're going to throw for it on third and short. Catch made on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, Chris, just like this in the fourth quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds, that's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Texas. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. And what I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
The offense will set up now for the two-point conversion, trying to extend the lead to 3 points. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he'll make it into the end zone. So now they lead by a field goal here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Stanford offense back out there in the field now. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Tries the right with a quick throw. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play it with that consistency. And that's a great example that he's up to.
Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Pressure is coming. He pulls it in for a big gain. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible.
Boy, really good job up front here by the offensive line, giving the quarterback plenty of time for that route to clear underneath before he made the throw.
And looking to throw now on first down. Defense is coming after him. And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding, and here comes the penalty mark. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. And this one is caught. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. And a timeout taken by the offense with 19 seconds remaining. Crucial third down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. On the run here, lets it go. It's a short completion to the big tight end.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And that one is no good. A missed chance to tie this game, still down by 3.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
First play of the drive now, coming up from the 29. Ball handed off. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Gain of 8. Brings up second down.
Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.